What if I told you that finding the next Amazon or Google is about spotting unstoppable trends, not luck? Today, we're revealing 3 breakout growth stocks that are shaping the future of technology. These aren't just trendy tech names, they're companies set to dominate their industries for the next decade. We'll cover a leader in high-performance computing, a pioneer in memory and storage, and the global king of advanced chip manufacturing. Each is building the backbone of tomorrow's digital world. If you're ready to discover serious long-term potential, you're in the right place. Smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Let's get started. First up is Supermicrocomputer, ticker SMCI, a company that's quietly become the backbone of the AI revolution. While the world's attention is often fixed on flashy AI software and headline-grabbing breakthroughs, SMCI is the unsung hero, building the physical foundation that makes all of this innovation possible. While everyone talks about AI software, SMCI builds the high-performance servers that make it all possible. These aren't just any servers, they're the muscle behind the world's most advanced data centers, powering the algorithms and models that are changing how we live and work. Their modular, customizable server systems are the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush, powering everything from sprawling hyperscale data centers to the IT backbones of Fortune 500 companies. SMCI's products are everywhere, even if you don't see their name in the headlines. What sets SMCI apart? Flexibility. Their unique building block approach lets customers tailor servers for AI, big data, or cloud computing, giving them a huge edge. Whether a client needs ultra-fast GPUs for machine learning or massive storage for analytics, SMCI can deliver a custom solution, fast. They're also leaders in green computing, designing power-efficient servers that help customers cut costs and reduce their carbon footprint. In a world where energy use is under the microscope, SMCI's focus on sustainability is a major selling point for environmentally conscious clients. SMCI's close partnership with NVIDIA means they're first to market with the latest AI hardware, keeping them ahead of the curve. This relationship allows SMCI to rapidly integrate cutting-edge GPUs and accelerators, ensuring their customers always have access to the best performance available. Financially, SMCI is on fire, delivering explosive revenue growth and rapidly expanding capacity to meet surging demand. Their numbers have consistently beaten expectations, and Wall Street is starting to take notice. The AI revolution is just beginning, and the need for powerful, efficient infrastructure will only accelerate. As more companies race to adopt AI, the demand for SMCI's products is set to skyrocket, making them a critical player in this new era. SMCI's innovation doesn't stop at hardware. They're pioneering liquid cooling tech, allowing for denser, more powerful server racks. This technology is essential for handling the heat generated by today's most advanced AI chips, and it's quickly becoming a must-have for next-gen data centers. Their deep engineering expertise and supply chain relationships create a strong moat, making it tough for competitors to catch up. SMCI's ability to source components quickly and assemble custom solutions gives them a speed advantage that's hard to replicate. Founder-led by Charles Liang, SMCI's culture is focused on long-term innovation, not just short-term gains. Liang's vision and hands-on leadership have shaped a company that's always looking ahead, investing in R&D, and staying nimble in a fast-changing industry. Yes, the stock is volatile and no longer cheap, but the growth runway is massive as AI adoption spreads across industries. For investors, this volatility is the price of admission to a company with enormous potential. Risks, execution, and customer concentration. But SMCI is diversifying its base and has a proven track record. They're actively expanding into new markets and industries, reducing reliance on any single customer or sector. Their servers aren't just for AI, they're critical for scientific research, finance, and any field that needs serious computing power. From genome sequencing to real-time financial trading, SMCI's hardware is enabling breakthroughs across the board. As data creation explodes, SMCI is positioned as a fundamental building block of the digital economy. Every byte of data, every AI model, every cloud service, chances are, SMCI's technology is somewhere in the mix, quietly doing the heavy lifting. Don't just look at the stock chart, look at the business and the unstoppable trends behind it. The real story is in the company's relentless drive to innovate and the tidal wave of demand for smarter, faster infrastructure. SMCI is a pure play on the build-out of AI infrastructure, driving and benefiting from one of the biggest tech shifts of our time. As AI becomes more embedded in daily life, the need for their solutions will only grow. For long-term investors, it's a compelling bet on the future of computing. If you believe in the continued rise of AI, cloud, and data-driven business, SMCI is a name you can't ignore. The company's relentless innovation and execution make it a standout in a crowded field. In an industry where standing still means falling behind, SMCI is always pushing forward. As more companies build their own AI infrastructure, SMCI is becoming the go-to supplier. Their reputation for reliability and performance is spreading fast, and more industry leaders are turning to them for mission-critical systems. Their focus on energy efficiency and customization gives them pricing power and protects margins. In a world where every watt and every dollar counts, SMCI's solutions help customers do more with less. The data center market is massive, and SMCI is rapidly gaining share. As digital transformation accelerates, their slice of the pie is only getting bigger. Their founder's vision and significant ownership ensure alignment with shareholders. Charles Liang's commitment to the company's long-term success is a rare asset in today's market. Even with short-term volatility, the long-term thesis is strong. The company's fundamentals and growth prospects make it a compelling hold for patient investors. SMCI is not just riding the AI wave, they're helping create it. Their technology is enabling the next generation of breakthroughs, from smarter cities to advanced healthcare. Super Microcomputer is valued at $28.69 billion, trading at a price-to-earnings ratio of 29.09. Earnings per share come in at 1.68, and for 2024, the company delivered $14.98 billion in revenue with $1.15 billion in net income, clear signs of demand for high-performance compute as AI deployments scale. Holding this stock is a bet on the continued expansion of AI and data-driven computing. As the world becomes more connected and intelligent, SMCI's role will only become more vital. In the next decade, few companies are as well positioned to benefit from these trends. SMCI's combination of innovation, execution, and vision puts them at the center of the digital future. SMCI is a name every tech-focused investor should have on their radar. If you're looking for exposure to the infrastructure powering tomorrow's technology, this is a company worth watching closely. Let's move to our next powerhouse. Next up is Micron Technologies, ticker MU, a company that sits at the very heart of the digital revolution. Traded under the ticker MU, Micron is a global leader in memory and storage solutions, powering everything from the smartphones in our pockets to the massive data centers that run the cloud. Micron specializes in DRAM and NAND memory, the essential building blocks that keep our devices running smoothly and our data moving at lightning speed. The memory industry has long been known for its boom and bust cycles, but the rise of artificial intelligence is rewriting the rules. AI models, especially the most advanced ones, require enormous amounts of high-bandwidth memory to function efficiently, and Micron is one of only 3 companies worldwide with the scale and expertise to meet this surging demand. Their cutting-edge HBM, or high-bandwidth memory, is now a critical component for next-generation AI accelerators and GPUs, driving not just higher sales, but also improved profit margins and overall profitability for the company. AI isn't just something that lives in the cloud anymore. It's rapidly making its way into personal computers, smartphones, and even everyday appliances, creating a powerful new upgrade cycle that Micron is perfectly positioned to capture as consumers and businesses demand more capable devices. The rollout of 5G networks and the rise of autonomous vehicles are additional tailwinds, as both technologies require far more memory and storage than previous generations ever did. Industry consolidation has left just a handful of major players, leading to more rational pricing and higher barriers to entry for newcomers. Great news for Micron's long-term competitive position. As the only US-based DRAM manufacturer, Micron enjoys strong government support and a strategic advantage in a world where technology security and supply chain resilience are more important than ever. On the technology front, Micron is constantly pushing boundaries, developing denser, faster, and more energy-efficient memory and storage solutions, which helps them stay ahead of competitors and meet the ever-evolving needs of the digital world. While some cyclicality remains, the baseline demand for memory is now much higher and more diversified than ever before. Today, demand comes from a wide range of sectors: data centers, mobile devices, automotive, industrial, and more, making Micron's business more resilient and less dependent on any single market. Investing in Micron is essentially a bet on the exponential growth of data and the world's insatiable need for ever faster, smarter, and more connected devices. The stock can be volatile in the short term, reflecting the cyclical nature of the industry, but the long-term trend is unmistakable. The world's appetite for memory is only growing, and Micron is a key supplier at the center of this transformation. Valuation may swing with the memory cycle, but over the long run, Micron's position and innovation make it an attractive investment. Under the leadership of CEO Sanjay Mehrotra, the company is laser-focused on high-value products, operational excellence, and sustainable growth. Micron is a foundational player in the digital economy, benefiting from powerful secular trends that are shaping the future of technology. The market is pricing Micron at $245.84 billion with a PE of 28.86. EPS sits at $7.59, and 2024 revenue reached $25.11 billion, translating to $778 million in net income, an improving profit picture as pricing and mix trend higher across DRAM and NAND. For investors looking for a decade-long hold, Micron offers a compelling way to participate in the infrastructure that powers our data-driven world. The company's leadership in both technology and industry structure gives it a durable competitive edge that's hard to match. As AI, 5G, and smart devices continue to proliferate, Micron's addressable market keeps expanding, opening up new opportunities for growth. Government incentives and support further de-risk their massive investments in new manufacturing capacity, ensuring Micron can keep up with global demand. The transformation of the memory market means less dramatic boom and bust cycles, and more steady, reliable growth for the years ahead. Micron is not just a supplier, it's a critical enabler of our technological future, and a stock to watch closely for the next decade. Now, let's turn our attention to the company that manufactures the brains behind it all, the processors that make modern computing possible. On to our final pick. Our third stock is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, ticker TSM, the world's most important chip maker, and arguably the most influential company you've never heard of if you're not deep into tech. TSMC is the silent force powering the digital revolution, quietly enabling the devices and services we use every day. TSM is a pure-play foundry, meaning it doesn't design its own chips, but instead manufactures advanced chips for the world's biggest tech giants. Think Apple, Nvidia, AMD, and even Qualcomm. If you own a smartphone, a laptop, or use cloud services, there's a good chance TSM made the chips inside. By focusing solely on manufacturing and leaving design to its customers, TSM has pulled far ahead of competitors. They've mastered the art and science of producing the smallest, fastest, and most energy-efficient chips at massive scale, setting the pace for the entire industry. Their technological lead is nothing short of staggering. When you hear about cutting-edge 3nm or even 2nm chips, TSM is the company making those breakthroughs a reality. They're years ahead of most rivals, and their ability to push the limits of physics is unmatched. This dominance gives TSM a near monopoly in advanced chip manufacturing, granting them incredible pricing power and influence over the global tech supply chain. Their chips are so advanced and so difficult to replicate that customers have little choice but to rely on TSM. Every major tech trend, AI, 5G, the Internet of Things, autonomous vehicles and more, relies on TSM's chips. From the data centers powering artificial intelligence to the smart devices in our homes and cars, TSM is at the heart of it all. Their customers dream up the brains of tomorrow's technology. TSM brings those ideas to life with unmatched precision and reliability, turning blueprints into the silicon that powers our world. The biggest risk? Geopolitics. TSM is based in Taiwan, a region where tensions with China are a constant concern. Any disruption could send shockwaves through the global economy, given how central TSM is to tech supply chains. But TSM's critical importance creates what's known as a silicon shield. The world's dependence on their chips incentivizes governments and companies everywhere to maintain stability and avoid conflict, making TSM a linchpin in global tech security. To further reduce risk, TSM is diversifying its manufacturing footprint, building new state-of-the-art fabs in the US and Japan. These moves not only help protect against geopolitical shocks, but also bring TSM closer to key customers and markets. Their technological moat is enormous. Catching up would take competitors years, if not decades, and require investments of hundreds of billions of dollars. TSM's scale, expertise, and supplier relationships are simply unmatched. For long-term investors, the geopolitical risk is real, but likely already reflected in the stock price, making TSM a compelling value proposition for those willing to look past the headlines. The semiconductor industry is projected to become a trillion-dollar market by 2030, and TSM is perfectly positioned to capture a massive share of that growth as demand for advanced chips accelerates. TSM also rewards shareholders with a steadily growing dividend and is led by a world-class management team that's proven its ability to execute through both booms and downturns. Investing in TSM is like owning a toll booth on the global information superhighway. Almost every advanced chip, and by extension every modern device, passes through their fabs at some point. Intel once dominated the chip world, but TSM's relentless focus on manufacturing excellence and innovation has made them the new leader, setting the standard for the entire industry. The rise of custom silicon for AI, cloud computing, and specialized applications only deepens TSM's moat, as more companies turn to them for the most advanced manufacturing capabilities. Weighing TSM's business dominance against the ever-present geopolitical risk, it stands out as a unique long-term opportunity, one that's hard to match in today's market. As new fabs come online outside Taiwan, the company's risk profile should improve, potentially unlocking higher valuations and greater investor confidence. TSM is more than just a company. It's a bet on the future of technology itself, a foundational asset for the digital age, and a key enabler of the innovations that will shape our world. Their near monopoly, relentless innovation, and massive market make them a must-watch for the next decade and beyond. As long as the world craves smarter, faster, and more connected devices, TSM will remain at the very center of the global tech ecosystem. The company's ongoing diversification efforts, expanding globally and investing in new technologies, are key trends to watch in the coming years. TSM carries a market cap of $64.87 billion, with a PE ratio of 33.73. EPS is 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗧, and for 2024, it posted $5.95 billion in revenue and $1.74 billion in net income, figures that underscore investor confidence in its foundry model and leading-edge process technology. Taken together, these three names trace the AI stack from servers to memory to fabrication, showing where earnings power is building across the semiconductor ecosystem. For investors with patience and a long-term view, the potential rewards of owning TSM are significant, especially as the world's appetite for chips continues to grow. TSM is the backbone of modern innovation, quietly powering the breakthroughs that define our era. Few companies are as critical to the global tech ecosystem as TSM, and their influence is only set to grow. For the next decade and beyond, TSM's dominance and relevance look set to continue, making it a cornerstone of the digital future. Let's wrap up by looking at how these three industry giants, Apple, NVIDIA, and TSM, fit together in a modern portfolio. There you have it, three powerhouses actively building the future of technology. SMCI leads in AI infrastructure, Micron fuels the data explosion, and TSM manufactures the brains behind it all. Each has a dominant market position, a massive moat, and is riding powerful long-term trends. Investing in these leaders means betting on the building blocks of tomorrow's digital world. Which of these stocks do you think has the most potential for the next decade? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our community for more in-depth analysis. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.